What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rain Omega from Bravo Go Gaming and the Bravo Go Podcast. Here to bring you another build in progress video. Even though this one's pretty much done, I'm sure you can optimize it and customize it to your liking, but this build is all crit all the time. Let me show you, man. So I'm using the Technician for no other reason other than the fact that I need to level it up, and it's Black Tusk Invasion missions that I'm doing, and I hate those dogs. So I got the EMP grenade for them fuckers, and the damage bonus to robotics and skill proxies, as well as I'm using the Jammer Pulse, because why not? I'll explain a little bit more about that in the playstyle section a little bit later. So to start it off, I'm using a UMP-45. One, because it's the best submachine gun I got right now, and two, because the roll was amazing. So that's 112.8k total damage, as you can see the breakdown. 600 RPM, 40 in the mag, 9% damage bonus for core, 12.5% crit chance in the core, and 6% crit damage in the attributes. Using the Vindictive talent, which it came with, killing an enemy with the status effect applied grants you and all allies within 15 meters 15% chance and 15% damage for 20 seconds. 2.1% reload time. This buddy be spitting. Let's take a look at the breakdown. I'm using the C79 for the crit chance, laser pointer for crit chance, and the Osprey suppressor for crit chance. If you were so inclined for the extra crit chance, you could use the Demolitionist specialization, has a small laser pointer with 7% crit chance. Or you could use the tactical short grip from the Firewall for 10% crit damage. It's up to you, buddy. You got options. Mainly I'm using this because I can't use either one of those because Firewall is maxed, and I use Demolitionist for for hard content because that's my favorite build right now. So I'm using that. Got the ACP on for some extra rounds, and the cap. I'm sitting at 58.5% crit chance on this SMG, and the cap is 60, so I'm not too far off. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you can probably notice a difference if you really want to crunch numbers, but I don't. And in the background, I'm using the ACR and the Tabula Rasa. I'm switching between them two. The Tabula Rasa because it's got, perfect steady-handed, consumes them to refill the magazine. It's a pretty good all-around gun. The ACR because it doesn't ever, it doesn't do me wrong, but I don't like that camo, so while we're in here, we're going to change that. I want something a little bit more, That'll do it. The ACR is not really spec'd for crit chance, so it's not really worth going into, and I'm using the military M9 because who cares? It's a pistol. Nobody cares. Got the Coyote's mask drop the other day. I don't know if it came from a drop or if it came from, actually, it'll tell me right down in here. Rewarded. Yeah, it was rewarded from the season rewards track. That's where we're at. As you can see, 15% weapon damage roll, crit chance, crit damage, and a crit damage mod. Pack instincts. You and all allies gain a bonus based on the distance of the last enemy you hit. Close range is crit damage, mid range 50-50, and long range is crit chance. So it's based on the situation, man. You just watch for the talent to proc, you watch for the talent to pop up, then you proc it, then you enjoy your bonus. I am using the 3-piece Sokolov Concern. I built this around SMGs, but you could, if you are so inclined, you could also maybe use the PD Providence Defense for headshot damage. It's non-denominational, applies to all guns. Then you get the same crit hit chance and damage. But so I'm using the Sokolov because I like SMGs. Everybody says they're in a bad place right now, but I can't tell. I got the weapon damage roll, headshot damage, weapon handling, and critical hit damage. The talent is what really I like about this, even though I modded this on there. I had it on a previous pack that just worked so well with my Pulse build. I'll show you guys that some other time. It's a fun build too. And plus you got to find some way to use that stupid ass scan drone. Wicked, applying a status effect, increases total weapon damage for 18% by 18% for 20 seconds. How that factors into play is this is a status effect. This is a status effect. This is a status effect. So you know what I mean? Like, but the way I really do it is I pop the pulse. It's got a 28.9 second cooldown. That procs this. So I was only like an 8-second window, 9-second window when I don't have it. Or you can throw a grenade if you're so inclined. It's up to you. So the second piece here, I'm using the Stridsvast Combat Vest from Fenris AB for the assault rifle damage. There's tons of other options, man. I mainly did this because it's got a 15% weapon damage on it, modded max crit chance, and put a crit damage mod on there. The talent on the chest, though, is actually really nice for this being a crit-based build. Obliterate. Critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 5 seconds, stacks up to 15 times. Now, what that means is that as long as you're critting, you can stay at 15 stacks. It just goes away in 5 seconds. So if you SMG spitting out crit like crazy, which you'll see in the gameplay later, you can basically keep the stacks going as long as you're shooting. That's why the Tabula Rasa is also really good, because it's a light machine gun, or any light machine gun for that matter. You can basically get the max stacks plus proc wicked and really get some damage going. I'm using the Firm Handshake, which is also Sokolov Concern. I had a different pair of gloves in here, but it's a named glove, so I was like, ooh, named item, throw it in there. Same thing for the bonus. It's got decent weapon damage. Status effects helps to increase the length of the Jammer Pulse Disruption. So it's not terrible. I could definitely probably have something a little bit better, and maybe some crit chance, crit damage, whatever. But it's got headshot damage. That's what I'm using. The last piece of the Sokolov Concern is the Vertical Y holster, man. It's got the same brand set bonus, decent weapon damage. Well, not decent, but some weapon damage, crit damage, and weapon handling. And then I'm using the Cheska Biroba. I had to say that like 1,000 times. Cheska Biroba. For the extra crit chance. Max weapon damage rolled on it, and hazard protection, who cares, weapon handling. For the skills, I'm using the Jammer Pulse. Again, like I said, Black Tusk. Can't stand all them skill proxies. This is good for that. I think it even short circuits those med kits, man. Those med kits, they throw down on the ground, annoying ass fucking things. But I know it stops dogs, destroys drones, fucks up turrets, all that. And it goes through walls. So like for flanking gank, man, you can hit the corner on them, pulse them through the wall, come around the backside with hella damage, and just get, you know what I mean? It's nice. The mods I'm using on it are larger radius and skill haste. My game is lightweight weak right now. And I'm using a holographic distraction decoy because it's good for some oh shit. You can throw it behind enemies, they'll all turn around. You can kind of, you know what I mean? It's good to play with. And plus I'm at low skill tier, so a lot of the other skills are not worth rolling because of the downtime, the cooldown. You know, this stays up for 18 seconds as long as it doesn't get shot down, and there's only a 7-second window. I'm sorry, no, it's 25 seconds to the cooldown. Let's run the stats, man, so I can get out of here and hopefully save this video. And then also, I just realized, too, I did the whole last video with my mic muted, so that would have been funny. Vindictive, yeah. This is the weapon damage. This is the stats for the UMP. I'm going to switch over to the AR and then show you that, too. Crit chance, cap is 60, as you can see. Crit damage is almost at 100%. So that's 112,000 plus 94% of that is probably like another 100,000. You're doing a hell of damage on crit. Headshot damage is up a little bit. Reload speed bonus 8.1%. Accuracy 8.1%. I'm assuming this is all from the way. Yeah, this is all weapon handling. Stability, weapon handling. As you can see, we get a little bit of bonus, man. You get all right. For 30% weapon handling, that's what you get, 8%. All weapons get 73% damage bonus. Assault rifles get an extra 10. Subs get 19 from the Sokolov and from the UMP. So you can really stack that. Those are the gear talents, brand set. The defense is awful. And as you can see, I don't go into dark zone just yet, but I will start if I can get some people to run with. That is the build video. Thank you for checking it out. I hope I finally nailed it. I will bring you some gameplay secondary to be, gameplay incoming. Stay tuned. Rain Omega, Bravo Go Gaming, the Bravo Go podcast. Peace and respect.